Hey everyone! Happy Makeover Monday. It's definitely happier today now that I have my costume on. I'm Kim Seltzer, a dating and makeover expert, and join me here every Monday at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I talk about your dating style and communication skills to increase your confidence to help you find love from the outside in. And today we're definitely talking about the outside. So if you just are watching this, I probably grabbed your attention with my costume. I intentionally did this because, well, we're about a week away from Halloween, and I have a true confession. This is one of my favorite holidays of all times for many, many reasons, and some of which we're going to talk about today. But I love the spirit and how fun and playful everybody gets on Halloween. And what better way to get your flirt on than to have a costume on, right? So I'm going to teach you and talk about how to use your costume so that you flirt. And a lot of these skills that I'm going to talk about today really should be done without a costume. But the costume is a vehicle to which I think can help you get there. And I know that was true for me. So I actually wanted to share a personal story about this, and it's kind of near and dear to my heart. When I first got divorced, I, got a great set of gal friends, and any of you who are divorced and you're getting back out there, the first thing you have to do is get a good set of wing gals or wing guys to hang out with and kind of practice flirting and going out. I say that all the time. So, we girls, we would go out on the town and we'd practice just meeting men and just having that energy, because for me, I was a fish out of water. I had no idea what to do. I used to call men aliens. And I was like, I don't know what to do with you aliens. I felt like I was plopped on this new planet and I was supposed to know how to talk to these aliens. Well, when I would go out on the town, I really found myself still pretty shy. And I remember kind of hiding in my clothes. I still wore black. Well, I'm wearing black today, but it's definitely a different kind of black. And I just would kind of watch some of my friends. I'd watch the other women around me flirting. But something happened to me when I went to my first party. Now, I had this thing in my head that I was too old to go to parties. Like, parties were for people in college, and where would I find a party at my age anyway? And am I really going to meet any guys there? Well, I got asked to a Halloween party with my friends, and really it was kind of the first time that I recognized how shy I was, because the minute I put my costume on and I walked into that party, I felt different. Now, I remember my costume. I actually had, it wasn't this one, I had a gangster outfit on, and I wanted to be a little bit of a badass, right? I was this kind of nice, shy girl, and I needed a little badass in me. So I got this gangster outfit, and it had the handcuffs. Yes, Rob, me shy. If you can even, I know some of you who know me, they're like, you shy? But here's the truth. When you get divorced, or when trauma has happened, or something that has triggered something in you, it can actually shoot your confidence down. And, I considered myself a pretty confident, outgoing girl before I got divorced. But when I got divorced, I fell back into a shell. So, Rob, that's what I mean. I was really shy. I didn't even know how to talk to people like you. So anyway, going back to my story, so I had this gangster outfit on, and I walked into the party with my friends. Now, my friends had like these vixen outfits on. I still wasn't comfortable doing that. But the gangster I could kind of do. I had, a little bit of a badass with my prop. I had a gun, and I had a little cute hat, and then I had a short skirt. And I even think I put fishnet hose on. And I really felt like a badass. And I started embodying that attitude, and I started talking to men, and men started talking to me, and I was meeting women too. And it was just this kind of energy that came out of me that I think I once had, but I just hadn't had permission to do that in a very long time. And that's what I love about Halloween. It actually gives you permission to be something that maybe you want to be, but you don't have the confidence to be. So that is my story. And from that moment on, I really applied, like, not that I wore a gangster outfit to every like outing that I went to, but I embodied that gangsta attitude every time I went to a party, and even kind of thought about this attitude that I have when I go out. And you all can do this too. And look, I'm not this, kind of like LA girl saying, oh, just do this and love will happen. Like, I'm not saying that, but there is scientific proof that this stuff works. If you do this, I swear you will start feeling changes, right? When you work from the outside in, there's a symbiotic relationship between the two. You will start feeling different on the inside. And all these stories and examples of my clients that I'm going to be giving you on these shows are true and real, and it really does work. So, all right, well, I want to just dig into the 4 tips that I have and how to use your costume so that you can get your flirt on for Halloween. Okay, the first thing is give yourself permission to get a little sassy, to get a little sexy, and for you men to get kind of that more alpha confidence, if you will. And you can achieve that with the costume that you pick. Now, ladies, if you're trying to get outside your shell like I did, don't wear a big like marshmallow costume or something that makes you feel frumpy, like the Michelin Man. That's what I guess was thinking about when I thought about marshmallows. But like, if it's a costume that makes you feel frumpy, you're going to carry yourself in a frumpy way. Conversely, get something like I did, something that's a little more vixen. Maybe it's a cat suit. But you can do it with your comfort level and just crank it up a notch. When you wear something outside the norm and you really get uncomfortable, and I've talked about this in my other videos, it allows you to change. It changes your mindset, it changes your attitude, and you will become more open. Men, maybe you want to do a little like outfit. I mean, it really depends on you and your personality. Pick something that's opposite of you. So if you're kind of a computer guy behind a desk all day, always wearing sweats and a t-shirt, maybe you want to wear something and pretend like you're, Hugh Hefner and wear a robe with all these ladies around you and just walk in. Like, how cool would that be? So that's the first thing. Do something that's outside your comfort zone. The second thing is use your character and props to converse with people. I mean, there's nothing better than like, if you're carrying a whip and, kind of gently whipping somebody. And like, for me, I wore this to a masquerade. And it was funny because all these guys kept wanting to see who was behind the mask, right? And I use this a lot because one of the things about flirting is you want to create a sense of mystery. So using this mask really created that. And I did not take the mask off all night. And, I kind of used it to my potential, if you will. So props are a great, great thing. The third thing is let go of inhibitions. Get out of your head and just have fun. Be playful with it. I mean, I'm feeling really playful right now. The minute I put my mask on, I'm a pretty playful girl anyway, but it definitely does help me. And that energy will kind of come across in a party and will help you get your flirt on. And finally, and this is something I really had to learn personally, embrace the attention. A lot of us don't like attention. We don't like people looking at us, or we compare ourselves to others. If you embrace that attention that you get in a really fun, sexy outfit, that is the power of sexy confidence. Own it. Ground yourself in it, and you will definitely be noticed, and you'll enjoy being noticed. Again, all of these tips can really apply to your everyday life. And a lot of things that I talk about, sometimes we need props or vehicles in order to create the change for yourself. So once you go to a party in Halloween, kind of like what I did, if you use all these tips and then you apply it to, say, when you're at the grocery store or you're at, any kind of social event, you will get results. You'll start feeling better. I wanted to end on a really cute story about one of my clients. She actually did this. She's very shy, beautiful girl. And the thing that just fascinates me is that she doesn't even know it. She doesn't see it until I started working with her. And then guys started noticing it. She's tall, she's beautiful, and one of the first things I had her do is go to a Halloween party. It was around this time of year, a couple years ago. And this shy girl, she's a doctor, mind you, a doctor. She put on a cat suit and she walked into a party. And I mean, guys were just flocking to her. Now, of course, you know, she looked really hot on the outside, but it was what she was owning that was so different. And people even said that night who knew her, Libby, there's something different about you. And, you know, it was really, really awesome to hear. And it kind of helped her get out of her head and have fun. And she carried that mindset through in a lot of areas of her life. So hopefully this inspired you. You guys have a week to get your costume. I would actually, here, I'm going to give you all homework. I would love for you to post, like in this string later on, whenever you see this video, a costume of yourself. I just thought of that. I would love to see your costume. Post something of yourself, do a selfie, get your flirt on, and then see the response that it gets from other people. So I think that would be super fun in the spirit of Halloween. And then next Monday, join me. We'll kind of maybe go through some of those costumes, and I have more tips about how to be confident in social settings. So hope you enjoy this. I sure did, obviously. I'm Kim Seltzer, dating makeover expert. And if you want to learn more about what I do, make sure you go to my site, seltzerstyle.com. I have some really cool things coming up. I can't wait to tell you. Let's just say it has to do with a retreat. So, signing off. Bye, guys.